First game of lacrosse, man, I was about 3 years old. My dad gave me a lacrosse stick. I wanted to play soccer. It was something that changed my life, and I love lacrosse because it's given me so much. I get to travel the world, and I'm still playing till this day at 38. Lacrosse is very technical. If you understand the game and you have good players to play with, you really don't have to work too hard. You just work smart. You know, it's just like a chess match out there. And as an older player now, man, I don't have the legs as I used to, but it's a hell of a game. And if you know your opponent and it's a one-on-one game, just outwork your guy. And I've always been raised that way. If you can play every position, I believe that you can never get cut, and that was what I lived off of. I played 18 years pro, and I've never been cut or traded or anything like that. I've always worked harder than the guy in front of me. First game in the LNL, I actually forgot my kidney pads because I was so nervous. It was a really cool experience. First game here, that was yesterday. A lot of fun. I loved the fans. I loved the atmosphere. It was amazing. Coming down here for the second time with my wife, I'm glad I got to show her the experience, and it's a really fun tournament. I think it's only going to grow. I think it's a great competition. I think there's a lot of good lacrosse players, and I think it's only going to get better.
Pojď dál. Víš, že v Radotíně je spousta míst, kde můžeš sportovat? Lepší si vybrat. Badminton nebo plavání, basket, atletika, beach volejbal, gymnastika, lacrosse, akvatlon, cyklistika, plážový fotbal, volejbal, horolezení, kuželky, softball nebo tenis. Já už jsem si vybral. A co ty?
Hello, welcome, and thank you for tuning into the stream. My name is Brian Whitmer.
My name is Peter G, and we are the founders of the Good Stick Company, the first and only lacrosse stick produced in European Union.
We hope you enjoy the rest of the stream, as well as we also hope you have time to check out our eShop.
Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the 2024 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. We are rolling with Zbraslav against the Istanbul Sultans. This should be a dandy. They have not met each other. There's Zbraslav, a brand new team to the tournament this year. They will finish both these teams somewhere between 9th and 16th. That could be a big difference because 15 teams are automatically invited back to the tournament. So winning this one is huge. I'm Steven Stamp with Garrett Gosshorn. We've got Zbraslav in the green with white going left to right, and they're going immediately shorthanded, while the Big Turk, the Sultans, will go to the power play.
Lukas Chikart, one of the Zbraslav locals, getting himself in the penalty box early here. Stamper mentioned that they are a first-time invited to this tournament, but they are also a relatively new team being created in the last couple of years.
Riley Marsh is at the top. He gets over, and there's a hard shot. The first one on net by Will Smith. And that stop is made by, is that Victor Blah? No, it's not Victor in it, is it?
No, that is not. That is Phil Hladky.
Oh, there we go. At the other end, we have Craig McFeeters back in. He was had to step in an emergency goalie yesterday as he was not feeling very well. But McFeeters back between the pipes for the Big Turk. They had these jerseys made as a third jersey this year. And they're pretty fun. They have nutritional ingredients on the shorts. You can see on the back left, that little square. For anyone who doesn't know, Big Turk is a really gross candy bar.
The jerseys are beautiful. There's been a lot of trade requests they've been saying, but they are all keeping it. That's how you know it's a good one.
Right? Nobody's giving it up. Marsh with a hard shot from the outside. A little swat on his defender. We are back to even strength. Morrison gets it over Marsh. Another hard rip. Again, missing the net. And, oh, it looked like we had a loose ball battle won by Yaroslav Horn, but it's still going. I thought he had it. And Brian Whitmer will come away with it. Zbraslav, as he runs up over center. Looks like he's going to stay for the offensive shift. No, it's an over and back.
So now they're going to trot out there. 5 defenders in the change here.
Matthew Cruikshank gets a pick. The roll may have been there.
I thought so. He had the inside lane.
Daniel Ruby got position. The ball's passed, turned over. Zbraslav will come back forward. And the one really cool thing about this tournament, well, there are a lot of really cool things, but one of them is, as the tournament goes along, teams find their level. You win. Oh, nice shot. There's the first goal of the game. That is Mikko Noska.
The beautiful behind the back feed to find him. Nobody from the underside of the pick and roll picked him up, and he finds himself all alone on the crease. Burying that one far side. What a beauty.
Lovely pass from Gail Thorpe to set it up. But I was going to say, all the teams find eventually their place, because you win or lose your way to competing against teams to which you're very close. And I mean, I remember one of the most incredible final days of the Hřebeský several years ago was the final 8 games for first through 16th place were all 1-goal games. Every one of them. Unbelievable.
Can't script that kind of parity. That sounds awesome.
Here's Gail Thorpe coming off the pick. Pretty good 2-man D here. They feed it through. Oh, it's a nice spinning move to get open. McFeeters stops that one and snagged by his defender. Josh Kelly makes the outlet pass.
Great catch under pressure, too.
Omir Storici, the captain of the Sultans.
Nice little shovel pass.
Yeah, Marsh trying to come in. He's got a 2-on-1.
There's a broken stick as well.
Where's the stick?
It got thrown out.
Oh, okay.
By our close side referee here.
Brian Whitmer will scoop that one up. Zbraslav will go the other way. I was a little surprised Riley Marsh didn't make the pass there. Again, on his offside, had the defender kind of coming after him.
That was too. I think he just wanted to go for it anyways.
Zbraslav setting up. Taking their time. Gail Thorpe cuts underneath. Pair of defenders come on him. That ball's on the backside of the net. Yoni Avanti, Finnish player.
Adam Vejvoda he was asking about something with the referees on that quick stick. It was, I think pretty clearly out on the backside. Oh, and Morrison, he kind of drops that. He tried to just drop it so quickly that it ended up bouncing up and over the wall, so he's going to get the delay of game penalty.
So it'll be 1 minute as we play 2 15-minute running time halves. So minor penalties are 1 minute, majors are 3. And am I imagining that Yoni Avanti is Finnish? I thought he was Finnish, but is he Swedish?
The helmet was Swedish.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
I've seen we've both seen a lot of the players play for a lot of teams.
He could have traded helmets. You never know.
You never know.
I guess.
Landon Underwood at the top. Makes the pass, cuts through. Thorpe to the back door. Whitmer, it's a bit high for him. They still got 10 on the shot clock. Adam Vejvoda will let one rip. He's heading out to Port Coquitlam this summer.
He's already there. He flew back for this tournament.
Right, there you go.
Good loose ball. Good save by McFeeters.
Oh, Thorpe almost had it. It will roll back, though, and be scooped up here. Ben Preston gets it back across. They've got lots of time. 15 seconds on the power play, more than on the shot clock. Bouncer right in the chest pad in the B of the Big Turk. Here's Ray Halderson rumbling forward. Back to even strength. Halderson watched by Whitmer.
Whitmer's going for the rusty gate. Would have been a nice little strip check had it landed.
There's a little swat to Morrison as he heads off for a change. Whitmer playing a few more offensive shifts here. I guess because of the power play, he was down in the crease. Generally runs a D training roll. Yuri Karvinen's shot comes back. Now the Zbraslav is on the run. Yaroslav Horn will hold up.
He's trying to sell the fake as if they had a guy under the, like on a quick change. And
Knoska going underneath. Just now the fifth attacker getting out. That's Voda, or that is Landon Underwood. Here's Thorpe. Pair of cutters. He opts for Voda. It's like multiple choice on that pass.
That one's gonna end in that multiple choice answer is a loose ball scrum and a turnover. Going up with the Sultans.
Daniel Rivy.
Big shoulder there.
Yeah, nobody there to get the ball to. Eventually they get some folks out. Tries to get the ball through to Matt Hill, and that one pops up over the boards. Relatively low glass.
Yes.
Quite low, really, right?
Anything's quite low to you.
It's true, most things are quite low. You're regular size. Trying to get underneath it, Adam Stricka. Back up to Knoska. Here's Thorpe. A lot of this offense running through Thorpe. Backdoor quick stick attempt. Again, a little bit high for Whitmer.
He tries to sell that he didn't go through the crease off the quick stick attempt and somehow finding that in the back of his stick anyways.
Here's Josh Kelly out with the blast. Josh Kelly, a former Brock Badger. Here's Whitmer. Can get a screen. Oh, nice shot.
Beautiful twister there by Whitmer to put that far side as he was coming around the wrong side.
Rotenborn with a good solid pick to open that up, even though it was for the wrong side. Made sense to go that way.
Absolutely. And you'll see this replay, a really nice twister just around the right arm of McFeeters, kind of gives him a little pull on his way over. McFeeters probably not feeling well enough to take too much exception to that.
Frank Klima comes away with it. Little drop pass, will wind up with Preston.
Running a really strong right-handed side there.
Yeah, they've got another lefty coming out now, but it's final seconds of the shot clock, so let's get a defender out. Gale Thorpe took a step on, turned around, now he's gonna come out.
Voda was getting pinballed in the crease there on that offensive possession as well.
Martin Malinowski will get over and Thorpe will join the offense for a two-man, two lefties as they stay strong right. Tends to be a strong right theme in Europe. Preston's hard shot, McFeeters turns that away. Are a lot more righties than lefties. I was talking to one team and said, you have a lot of lefties. You had like 3 or 4 lefties on your penalty kill, and they said they recruited lefties really hard, so they wound up with a ton of them.
Ben Preston had taken a really hard cross check after that turnover on the other side, and he was chatting with the refs about it. He was not happy. Is Miroslav Reichstein doing that clearing work for Zbraslav?
There's a lane opening up and the rip, but again, right in the middle. That was in the eye of the big on Big Turk.
Taking a big shot there by Johnson, and he's going to end up with the ball. Pursued by Chikart.
Johnson fights his way through the tech and shovels it back to Morrison. 12 on the shot clock right now as they get set up. Here's Karvinen. Tries to pass one down. Kelly was setting a pick to open up the lane for Smith, but just wasn't there. A big swing by Whitmer misses. Shot clock will run out.
Seacart's going to take that.
He
that
wishes
shot.
that clock had run out about a second earlier. Right in the calf.
He's doing all right. He's running that ball up the floor.
He's just a kid. He's fine. Wait a few years, my friend. Those things take a little longer to get over.
Whitmer's pretty lucky that that wild swing didn't land on the head. It was pretty close.
Yeah, it was a bit uncontrolled. Here's Gail Thorpe going behind the net. Not quite caught by Vejvoda. 3 white jerseys. I guess white and blue jerseys.
Gonna call Vejvoda for the push in the back.
Shot clock was about to expire anyway, so he was just getting himself a free shot in. Here come the Sultans. Joni Alvanti. Watched by David Rotenborn. Rotenborn's the one who set that pick for the Whitmer goal. Battling through is Nolan Morrison. Zbraslav not leaving a lot of options, so it's going to be an outside shot. And that will turn into a 2-on-2, 3-on-2 break. Good job, Sultans, getting their defenders out.
Closing off that break. They were blocking off Strachel on the backside, making sure that they don't get it into a true offensive player's stick. Good transition work by the Turks.
Ben Preston will give it off to Thorpe. Looks like he was seriously considering letting that one rip. Gets it through to Preston. That shot is wide. Shot clock running down. Now here go the Sultans. Perry gets across with Whitmer. He was trying to sell him on the shot fake. I'm not sure he was buying.
It was a good little step fake on Horn, though, playing defense on him. Horn running himself into a bit of trouble, but finds his man. Oh, off the post.
Whole bunch on that one. Actually moved the net back a couple inches on that shot when it hit it. Here comes Rivy.
A rocket.
Talking to Cody LaForme earlier today, and everyone was just, oh, we're going to have an illegal substitution. No, a slashing call behind the play. But yeah, yesterday, Cody LaForme, unbelievable with those 4 rips. And everyone was talking to him about it. Everyone, he's a bit of celebrity around the stands today after those shots.
I believe it. That was an electric comeback attempt. Very furious. They fell short, but the late game heroics were definitely something to be sung about.
Those Res Dogs against, was that against the Gales?
Yes.
Yes. Quite a game. They almost tied it up. Thorpe on the power play. There's another one. He is all over that post.
Yeah.
And the net is just gradually migrating back towards the back wall. Just kidding. They did, of course, reset it. But it just keeps moving. Now McFeeters will put the post back on the goal line.
He took a minute to get that reset. That was almost a wasn't paying attention goal.
Thorpe to the back door to Whitmer. Good ball movement. One more. Yeah, there we go. The
Fake
behind the
shot
back.
behind the back.
Boy, if that behind the back pass had been right to Vejvoda's shooting spot.
Halderson soaking that one, almost soaked another one. Halderson is so good at getting up and doing what he needs to do for the team.
Thorpe. Whitmer is trying to lean in and see where the ball is going. Save McFeeters. Back to Underwood. 1 second on the penalty. Vejvoda was heading to the bench. Now they go to Whitmer. We're back even. 45 to win the first half. Penalty coming again to the Sultans.
Just after the penalty kill, too. That's not great for defensive morale after this good stand.
Extra attacker out. Good hustle getting to the bench by Hladky. They've got a second left on the shot clock, so Whitmer lets it rip. Kind of surprised Alvanti because I think he thought that it was just going to expire. And we've got 18 seconds to go. By the time we get the player in the penalty box, we may or may not get playback underway. Omer Storici is arguing.
Yeah, this is probably just going to, and Whitmer's screaming for it. They want it. No whistle. Now they get a whistle. They were yelling for it.
We're not going to get it going. So we will go to the halftime break, 2-0 for Zbraslav, and they will be on the power play for a full minute when we come back to the AHM 2024. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you shortly. Welcome back to Cross Friends to the 2024 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. 2-0 Zbraslav. They're on the power play here. They have a fully defensive face-off alignment, just counting on David Rotenborn to just pull it back, which he did. Whitmer will come out and they'll set up the power play. It's just a 1-minute minor. Gail Thorpe at the shooter spot. So much runs through him up to Underwood. Little pick. Big pressure coming out from Yaroslav, or from Pat Perry.
There's a big throwaway pass, finds it in the stick of Halderson.
Halderson's gonna rumble ahead. Little pick there, nice hip pick from Morrison. Halderson's gonna be able to hold on to it here for a while. And there will be about 6 seconds difference. The drive to the net, crease violation. That is a blast of offense coming from Ray Halderson.
Crowd excited for that one. He's usually such a great big body defender, and to get himself a little offensive look, they would have been pretty excited had he been able to bury that one.
And the penalty is over. He has Strici back into play. Thorpe. Backdoor to Whitmer. They're watching that backdoor pretty closely. I think the Sultans have done a bit of scouting on Zbraslav. Gail Thorpe gets the rebound and the putback.
Can't scout that.
No.
Great play there by Thorpe. Great recognition to go and get that loose ball and bury that behind McFeeters. I was just thinking that 2 goals seem pretty light between these two teams matching up, and now that one notches them 3-0. You wonder when the seal's gonna break for the Turks.
No, Brian Whitmer was saying how important this game was to them, because when you're in this group, the 9 through 16 bracket, you win a game and you know you're back next year.
Yep, absolutely.
And for one team, that's not going to work out. Nobody wants, the longer you wait, the more nerve-wracking it gets to get that win. Obviously, you want to finish as high as possible, but for a first-time entrant in Zbraslav, they would be thrilled to make sure they punch their ticket back next year. And as you said, just a couple of years old, this club in general. They pass it through to Thorpe. Ooh. Big hit. That was Yalvanti coming
on the back, and I'm a little surprised that didn't end up in a penalty. Just a touch, but they just give him the possession. Big check
Take
from
another
behind.
Look, yeah. Is it from behind? Let's see. I think it was from the side by Yalvanti.
It was Yalvanti that did it, but I thought it was, you know, he had enough momentum going to the crease, and Yalvanti was coming from up above. So
Turk. The Sultans, Istanbul coming forward on the attack. Want to get something rolling here. Backing away is Smith. Cutter goes through and Smith tries to follow him basically and loses the ball into the corner.
Smith not usually want to be left off the stat sheet for very long, and nothing yet. I thought that was maybe going to be the time where you can see him start to break out.
Has a man ahead. Oh, he can't quite get it through. May have been tipped away by Kelly as he tried to get it to Preston. Whitmer may have rushed a little bit. Now there is a penalty coming to Halderson.
It's going to get a little contentious here.
It's the other thing that does happen. Yeah, we talked about how through the weekend things get more and more competitive. Things get ramped up a little bit too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here it is.
1 minute.
I don't know.
He was saying it was through the shoulders.
And it wasn't, I mean, it was an illegal potty check call, so it was basically saying, I guess player wasn't ready to defend himself. Oh, what a rip. Gail Thorpe stings that far top corner.
Not being able to defend himself, maybe Craig McFeeters found himself in that position with great Gail Thorpe shooting a rocket to the far side corner. Such a talented player, Thorpe is. Halderson not going to be in the box for very long, coming right out. Very quick power play turn of events here for Zbraslav to now go up 4-0.
Thorpe, a former second-round draft pick by the Rochester Nighthawks in the NLL, played for the U.S. at the World Box Championships in 2019. Here comes Zbraslav.
Big cross check there on Seacart.
Nice job by Perry to swat the stick and avoid the player who was down on the ground. Thorpe is in the pool for the U.S. for this year's World Championships in Utica in September, although it's become a pretty stacked roster. On that lefty O side, you've got the likes of C.J. Kirst and the one other big one that I'm missing.
We're reading a lot of names here.
We are. There's a long outlet pass. Vejvoda kind of ran a bit too far, hoping it was going to take a short hop on the boards. Instead, it pops way up. Yadisarici gets it. He'll be heading back. I think Vejvoda may wind up flying together after this tournament, as Yadisarici is going to Victoria to play for the Victoria Senior B roster club. Although he's not going for a bit, so they won't actually be going together.
He might be playing with Stepan Friedel, LC Custodes player that is over there now.
Is he going to Victoria?
Mm-hmm. He's already there.
How old is Friedel now?
21.
Is he 21, turning 22 this year?
22.
Yeah, okay. So he's just senior.
Mm-hmm.
Friedel, who was one of the players who went to Saskatchewan, right? For the junior?
Yep. Now elevating to the senior ranks.
There's a duck underneath. Nice job by Yalvanti defensively.
Good stick by Halverson.
Knocks it down. The shot clock about to run out. And Yalvanti picks it up. I really thought he was just getting position to let the 30 expire.
I thought so too. Good forecheck pressure. Double swim move by Halverson to get around it from Vejvoda and Thorpe. And they're still kind of staying on the floor as offensive players.
I thought Halverson looked like he might be heading towards the net, but around the world by Crookshank. That one's well wide. Dalziel works his way out of the corner. Flirting with a holding call, now getting a holding call.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Yeah, will be Jakub Obraz.
No argument for him. He runs straight off the floor. You thought maybe he'd want to kill a little bit of time, start walking over. Just about halfway through the second half.
4-0 for Zbraslav. Such a fine piece of work done by Brian Whitmer and the folks that are helping him over with Zbraslav to get this program going.
They got that new arena that was built out in Zbraslav, and it's a little bit smaller than this one, so they don't play any league games, but they do get that free practice time, whenever they need it, and that's a huge benefit for any club team.
Is that the one we were at last year, or is there one since then?
The blue floor?
The outdoor.
With the blue floor?
Yeah, I think so. And the playground beside it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Oh, there you go. It was fun to get out there last year to see some of the She-Box games. E-Box, She-Box held last weekend. Terrific 4 days of lacrosse.
Absolutely. The best 10 days of the year for lacrosse over here. That's for sure. Between She-Box, E-Box, and the Memorial.
Absolutely. Whitmer over to Streka. Zbraslav has 3 seconds left to kill on the penalty. And Streka will just take a shot, and they could get it back because it's going to go into the corner. He will be there first. Nice hustle from Obraz to get to the bench, get a forward out.
Obraz is always such a hustle player. He's always got gas in the tank.
Here's Whitmer.
Great player to play alongside.
Tried to feed it through. It's picked off there. And Daniel Rivy on the run. He's 1-on-3. Looks around, weighs his odds, and decides they are not great, so he'll hand it off. Riley Marsh takes it. It's tough with 6.5 minutes going down by 4. Sometimes you feel like you've got to try and make something happen, and that can lead to forces. It can also lead to some pretty spectacular plays. Yeah, here comes the race for Zbraslav.
Horn eyeballing his defense.
Horn was looking there. He had a 3-on-1 or 3-on-0.
He's going to want to go for the dunk, and he does.
That's it.
Perry taking exception to that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, to be honest. I mean, you're just out there to play. You're out there to score.
Great goal by Yaroslav Horn.
You can see his eyes kind of light up. You can just see sometimes a player is determined. He's going for that dunk.
Great work by him to make it 5-0. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised the Sultans have not scored in this one.
They're going to get possession. Oh. No, they're going to give up possession.
Overruled.
Sorry, yeah, there was a player coming on late. Ega Badaglu was coming off the bench, trying to get out as the fifth runner, and he was late, so he was in the restraining zone when play was blown in. So that's an automatic violation. That shot by Preston was wide. Stuff you want to go, you feel like if I can get there, it helps, but sometimes you just got to wait until the play is blown in, then you can come off the bench.
Absolutely. Vejvoda taking a huge rip. This is going to get deflected.
Beckwith will scoop it up. Checked immediately. Push from behind called.
No possession. Vejvoda's upset, but he didn't have it.
That one was tipped by Vejvoda. Active stick going across. His short outlet pass, but immediate forecheck pressure. And just escaping.
Behind the back looking for Hayek. He's going to get cleared out from behind. It's going to be a free possession here.
Tomasz Pai will make it forward. I think a lot of these Zbraslav players really enjoying getting to play across the river in their home arena. Comes up top to Vejvoda. Coming down to 4 minutes. That one just dropped out of the back of the stick. Whitmer with the shot from the outside. Alderson just wait for the third to expire. Points to a teammate to take the ball and heads to the bench.
Good heads-up play by him, just to let that shot clock expire. And most of Zbraslav had already ran off the floor, trying to get their defense to stay really solid here, not let anything past.
Cruikshank fought through to get that shot off, missed with it, and Zbraslav will come away with it. They've got a 2-on-1. Good decision. Pretty good shot selection. Just McFeeters was there. He knew that the likely shot was across the floor.
I think we had commented on that earlier. That is the usual shot to be taken, but sometimes just taking it yourself, even if you're on the wrong side, kind of gets the goalie off of his premeditated line.
Yeah, if you ever happen to see that he's getting ready to go, if you can sense it, a little fake that way, can open up some space on the near post for you. And we have a penalty coming for a check from behind.
Curious if this is going to be the time the Turks can make something happen, get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to...
A furious comeback could happen, but clock is winding.
It's tough with 3 minutes to go to make up 5 goals, but you got to start with 1. There's a nice save by Haletki.
They don't on that possession. Easy clear up to front to Shaklima, and good luck getting the ball from him. He's such a strong ball carrier in transition. He goes to put another one in.
Not sure you want to take that shot in transition when you're up 5 late in the game. But
I think the bench was cheering him on to do it.
Maybe.
I think they're pretty happy with this 5-goal lead with 2.5 to go.
Yeah, probably feeling pretty comfortable. Here's Marsh down low. That hard shot was blocked out front. There's a chance for Alvanti. He scores. Snaps the shutout with a goal 2:16 from the end of the game.
And now a penalty being called on Istanbul.
Yeah.
A quick hand had been raised.
It's going to be Daniel Rivy going to the box. Good job keeping control of the game.
Looks like the goal's going to stand. It is a hold.
Okay, so yeah, so there was a holding call coming, as you saw. That one's wiped out by the goal. And then the dead ball contact after the goal.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Now we are all figured out. Istanbul really did not want to take a penalty, trying to finally mount the comeback, breaking the seal, 2 minutes to go. Missing that loose ball, picked up by Whitmer. They're sending a bit of forecheck pressure, but now they got a bit of a
3-on-2, but you can see over on the far side, Preston has his hands up saying, slow it down, let's take our time.
Very comfortable with their situation right now, and it's more than likely going to result in a victory for Zbraslav here.
That was a bit of a mix, right? I mean, on the one hand, you want to win games, you want to play the smart strategic approach. On the other hand, you know, it's a big tournament you've come to play, especially for some of the players that fly around the world to play, and they're short games. Do you want to spend 2 minutes just playing keep away?
Never.
You make the trip. Here's a shot for Halderson.
He almost had
it on the board. It was close.
Gets that push from behind. It's going to stay Istanbul ball.
See, I think he should stay up for an offensive shift.
Why not at this point? 1:08 to go, 4 goals. Make anything happen.
Here's Riley Marsh. Lane opens up, steps back as it was closing out.
Oh, the rebound shot. Those have been so deadly this tournament, and he's going to be upset that he missed that one. Coming out of the box, that was Rivy. Oh, they had a guy in the crease, great stick.
Ball is
Collision between
underneath.
everyone.
Yeah. And Whitmer's in a, it was Quinn
That's going to be a
Cerati.
delay of game on Cerati for throwing that ball away way downtown.
Yeah, delay of game. Is that? That's not penalty shot. That's only illegal change.
So a high sticking.
So it's a 3-minute high stick. Not that it really matters a whole lot.
And a delay of game.
Yeah.
He's got 4 minutes of penalty in 45 seconds.
So they can score 3 goals on these power plays.
They got to go quick, though.
The first one would be on the minor, would release the player, but they'd still stay 5-on-4. That's saved by Hladky. Riley Marsh flips it behind the back. Perry, or Hill, sorry, hard rip.
That one going to go off the referee, off the wall. And it's going to work out in their
nice
favor.
job. Dalziel spins and fires. A little bit of a fortunate bounce.
23 seconds. It could be done.
And they remain on the power play. 5-3.
There's a lot of talk happening here. Yaroslav Horn getting mixed up into something, I believe. Whitmer's sending him off, probably using the check that he's learned to get him off the floor quickly. (2-5) in favor of Zbraslav.
Was that not their third goal?
No.
Okay. That makes it much harder.
Yes.
Okay. They will take the timeout, Zbraslav, as they get control of the ball. Francis Klima going to give the ball to the referee. He was going over to have a chat with the goaltender, Hladky.
Whitmer giving us some slashes on his own goalie, Philip Hladky, which in Czech means smooth. It's a great name, Phil Smooth.
That is a great name. And Zbraslav wasn't even using the timeout. They were just giving themselves a break to get set up. And now they're just going to stand back.
Pressure
and
this.
Whitmer
He's going to score in his own goalie.
Shot. No, he's not.
That's funny.
That was pretty funny.
I thought he just might do it.
I was thinking he might take a rip. Time will run out. Zbraslav is coming back next year. That's an excited club going to celebrate a successful first ever Aleš Hřebeský tournament. And the the Istanbul Sultans will continue to try to battle for a strong result here in the tournament. We will be back. Lots more coming. Garrett, you are off to play in a little bit.
Signing off, got a quarterfinal game at 4 p.m. local time here.
Playing with the Alberta Warriors against
London Knights.
There you go. Quarterfinal number 2. Before that, of course, we will have quarterfinal number 1 coming up. Next game is Adler Lacrosse and the Turku Titans Blue quarterfinal number 4. Thanks for being with us, lacrosse friends. We'll see you shortly here from the 2024 AHM.